This is day 2 of Open Access Launch Week, and it also aligns with National Consumer Protection Week. Today we're focusing on something foundational, the Real Estate Consumer Bill of Rights. Buying or selling a home is one of the largest financial decisions most people will ever make. And yet many consumers move through that process without fully understanding their options, their rights, or even how professionals are compensated. This Bill of Rights is built around 3 simple principles: clarity, choice, and control. In real estate, you deserve transparency. You deserve flexibility. And ultimately, you deserve to decide. Welcome to this special confidential remarks. The purpose of this Bill of Rights is straightforward. Buying or selling a home is not just a transaction. It is a major financial commitment with long-term impact. Consumers should have access to clear information, fair options, and full transparency before making decisions. That should not be optional. It should be standard. This Bill of Rights outlines the baseline standards every consumer should expect when working with real estate professionals or service providers. It defines what informed decision-making looks like, and it reinforces that the consumer is not a passive participant in the process. You are an active decision maker. You have the right to transparency in every aspect of your transaction. That means you should know how every professional involved is being paid. You should receive a clear explanation of all fees and compensation structures. You should understand who is responsible for payment. And you should receive written agreements before any services begin. There should be no hidden costs, no vague explanations, and no assumptions. All costs should be disclosed and explained in plain language. Transparency is not a courtesy. It is a requirement for trust. You also have the right to choice. Real estate services are not one size fits all, and they should never be presented that way. You have the right to choose your level of service. You have the right to compare multiple options. You have the right to select providers based on your needs and your budget. And just as importantly, you have the right to decline services you do not want. Choice creates flexibility, and flexibility creates better alignment between what you need and what you pay for. You have the right to negotiate. There are no required or standard fees in real estate. All fees are negotiable. That includes commissions, pricing structures, and service levels. You can ask for alternative pricing models. You can request different levels of support, and you should always review all terms before agreeing to them. Negotiation is not confrontation, it is participation. And informed consumers participate in shaping the terms of their own transactions. You have the right to full information before you sign anything. That means receiving clear explanations of contracts. It means understanding the length of your agreement and the cancellation terms. It means knowing your responsibilities and your provider's responsibilities. You should also receive updates and communication throughout the transaction, not just at critical milestones. You should never feel pressured to sign without time to review. Informed consent requires understanding, and understanding requires space and clarity. You have the right to know exactly who represents you. In any real estate transaction, agency relationships matter. You should understand whether someone represents you, the other party, or both in a limited capacity. You have the right to be informed of any potential conflicts of interest. And you should receive written disclosure of representation status. You should always know whose interests are being represented at the table. That clarity protects your position and supports better decision-making. You have the right to understand how compensation is structured. Compensation may take different forms, and you deserve to know what those forms are. You should understand what happens if seller contributions change. You should know about any potential out-of-pocket costs, and when alternative payment structures are available, you have the right to request them. Compensation structure should be explained before you begin working together, not after decisions are already in motion. Clarity upfront prevents confusion later. You have the right to make decisions without pressure. You can take time to review agreements. You can seek a second opinion. You can compare providers, and you can ask questions before making financial commitments. No consumer should feel rushed into a decision of this magnitude. Confidence comes from clarity, and clarity takes time. The process should respect that. You have the right to professional conduct at every stage of the transaction. That includes honest communication, accurate information, written documentation of key terms, and respectful professional service. All recommendations should be based on your goals, not provider incentives. Professional standards are not aspirational, they are fundamental, and consumers should expect nothing less. With rights also come responsibilities. Consumers play an important role in creating successful outcomes. You should ask questions when something is unclear. You should review agreements before signing. You should confirm costs and responsibilities in writing. And you should clearly communicate your goals and expectations. Informed decisions lead to better outcomes. When transparency meets engagement, the result is stronger, more confident transactions. Open access is a consumer-first real estate utility. Our mission is to provide clear information so consumers understand their rights, options, and responsibilities before making real estate decisions. Transparency builds trust. Choice creates flexibility. Information supports better decisions. At the center of all of it is one simple truth. You decide. This has been Confidential Remarks.